Warning, there is some content in this video that may be offensive to others. If you could, please refrain from getting all butthurt in the comments. They are only there to make the ship seem authentic and real, not to provoke anybody.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the studio. I'm Sydney, and today I am here with my friend SHAREfactory, and he is going to show us some amazing things that he and his friend has built, maybe even more. So what have you got for us today, SHAREfactory?
Alrighty, I have the Bismarck from World War II. I have the Japanese somewhat equivalent of it, the Yamato. I've also built a Japanese submarine. I believe it's the I-400 class. And I got these videos from Jag Thunder 1 from his tutorials, and I've copied them.
Alright, let's start off with the Bismarck, if we shall.
Alright.
Zoom zoom.
Alrighty. The
Please
one
do
with
not
the
be offended.
swastika.
Hold up. Please do not be offended by this. This is just for decor, meant to make it feel authentic. Alright.
Alright. Obviously, the one with the swastika is the Bismarck. It was the biggest German ship ever built during World War II. And they only built two of them. There was this one and the Tirpitz. But this build was easier than the Yamato. It didn't take quite as long. It's not as deep under the water. But it was a fun build. I enjoyed all of it.
Must have taken quite a while.
Oh yeah. It took a good 3 days.
Alright, let's start off next with the Yamada. We're not going to explain the weapons because that'll just take too long.
Here's the Yamato. It was the biggest battleship ever built, and it wasn't used much, but this one was definitely more complicated. But in the I should say the upper part, like the bridge, the smokestack, and the rear tower, were more complicated, but the rest of it was quite easy.
However, there is one significance with this ship with the guns.
They were also the biggest guns ever put on a ship. I believe they're about 18.1 inches wide, which is huge.
For a ship.
Oh yeah.
And you can come over here, you got the little planes in the back. I thought that was actually pretty neat how much detail you gone into even the planes.
Yeah, they're a little scaled wrong, but they look like the actual planes.
Can you explain what this is? Is this a hangar?
Yep, this would be the hangar bay.
Alright.
So what they would do is they would roll it out up front, pick it up with the crane, set it on the catapult, and they would launch it out to sea.
And last but not least, the smallest of the bunch, as clearly as possible.
I just finished this. I believe it's an I-400 submarine. I should check that real quick.
Got a even tinier little fighter plane on the front, on the forward section.
Yep. Yeah, this is an I-400 submarine.
And we are not doing interiors because he has not worked on the interiors, but I just wanted to show these off. Go ahead.
I do have a little bit of interior on the Yamato, just the forward gun magazines, but that's about it, and a little bit of the turrets. But Jag Thunder doesn't do interiors, but I plan on doing interiors as close as I can to the historical ships. But the Yamato, there isn't many blueprints left, so I can kind of be lenient on that one.
Yeah, I'm actually quite genuinely impressed. This over here is also a hangar bay on the Bismarck. Explain how these work again.
Alrighty, so they would roll the plane up on the rack system. They would back it up onto the rail off to the sides where they're currently sitting. and then it would be attached to some kind of cable or some sort of launching rack, and they would get the airplane, the motor to its full speed, and then they would release the locks, and it would throw the plane down the lock, or down the channel, off the catapult, and then it would take off on its own. And
There's
then
a
when they would
crashing
land,
hazard.
they'd land it in the sea, and then they'd pick it up with a crane and reload it into the ship.
Okay, that explains the cranes much more. There's a crashing hazard, obviously, but not just with the other plane. It's the fact that this wing is gonna go straight into this.
Yeah, I haven't adjusted that yet. But
However, it is still awesome. This is probably the best builds I have seen, and I have seen a man make an entire terraforming of Europe. And I'm more impressed with this.
Alright, that's better.
But, yeah, I'm gonna go to the highest point I can find here.
And all three ships are bow to the exact first block on all three of them.
Oh yeah, they're all perfectly lined up. I didn't believe them at first, so I checked it like 2 or 3 times. And they're just perfectly lined up.
It does look a little different because of their shape, but they're lined up.
But I'm going to do this. I will delete the blocks. I'm just gonna prove the lineup.
Yeah, it's cool. Might have to go up or down with one of them. Pretty sure the Bismarck's got the tallest main deck. But it should be lined up perfectly.
This one here is lined up perfectly. These two. Let's test on your newest little booger over here. Perfectly lined up. Ah.
Yeah, if you guys want to do Jack Thunder 1's videos, they are probably one of the best tutorials there is. Because he will show you the exact pattern layout, and then he will show you how to go through one side. And then after he builds it, he'll go back through and look at it so you can make sure you did it right. And I barely had any problems doing this.
Except with the Yamada, as you have specified.
Yeah, the main citadel and the smokestack and rear tower were a little difficult, but it wasn't too bad.
Well, this is gonna get to the highest point. This is gonna wrap up today's video. I just wanted to show off this awesome builds, and you are going to make more, right?
Yes, I plan on making many more ships.
Alright, and you should stick to that. You should actually kind of stick to that idea of an oil rig. That actually sounds pretty cool. I'd like to see. I'd like to see
Yeah, I'll put
that.
one of those around there.
But, yeah, all credit, well, credit goes to, for these builds, Had a Fang, 1701, and who was your friend?
No, I found it on YouTube. It's, Jack Thunder 1. It was
Jack
his
Thunder 1 on
tutorial.
YouTube. For the tutorials on how to make the builds. I did not help, I'm going to specify that right now. I did not, because I had only just found his thing just today. But, yeah, I thought this was pretty awesome. So I thought I'd record it and do a showcase on it. I'm possibly going to do more showcases like this in the future. Well, thank you, Hadafang, for allowing me to display this onto my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.